and then fetch that as well. So we are now executing it. It will open the classic Java. Right? It tries to identify the object now. 97 has appeared. He will not fail. This time he should not fail because only two properties are going to fail. One is index, another is accessible name. We have converted text property. Let us see that. So he is able to manage the thing. He is able to get the report as well. So now he has come up with the report. Now of course the object is weak, right? So in this now you can see now this 12,500 object recognition score. Text property has failed, right? Your accessible contact, accessible name, your normal order number has been received. This 97, of course, this we have parameterized. We have made it as a regular expression character. Name property, of course, it is passing. Class index is failing. So this is how the score is now. You can see it is in between. It is neither 15,000 nor 20,000. It is in between that. So he is now able to manage that object. Now I apply it for all other screens as well. So I apply it now for all other locations. Let us see how it manages. So first is identify the object, convert the object as a regular expression, then make this object, apply the regular expression to your script. So this time what I will do is I will use now open braces 0 to 9 star. These are all the standards of regular expression characters. Any technology this has to support. So I use now 0 to 9, any character of 0 to 9. So I have allowed it. I save it now. Only now index is going to save. Just see how it works. Run the script. So he is able to manage it much faster pace compared to the previous runs. Right? Let us see the recognition score. Is there any recognition score or not? So here I don't see any, there is no problem of identification. He is able to manage it without any problem. So the reason for that is we have made the two main properties into regular expression characters. And both regular expression characters are valid. Since it is valid regular expression character, he is able to manage the run without any problem. So first is managing the dynamic objects using regular expression is what we have seen now. So we have now completed dynamic object management. So dynamic objects, in this case, it is related to the recognition properties. Using recognition properties, by default, he is not able to manage the object. So we have included regular expression character. So that's it about regular expression, learning regular expression and managing dynamic object using that regular expression, and how to apply that regular expression in the test object map. Any questions? Please feel free to put that questions over there. Can I apply, that is what the next stage is. Now we have done, can I apply regular expression into verification point? Answer is yes, that is what the next stage is. Right now we are into managing the dynamic object. Now we have not touched the verification point. Before that we are into the get property. We will also display the property and then we move on to the next That is managing that regular expression in verification point. Right? Perfect. Good. We will now move on. Any questions, you can keep putting that question in the questionnaire. So I'll move on now to the next topic. And that topic is here, what we have seen in this string message. This message, if you see, there is a warning to the left. The warning says the value of the local variable message is not used anywhere. We have not used this local message into any place. So how do there are two ways I can do. One, I can put that into the console. Second, I can put that into the log. So both I can do. So first, I will put it into the log. So log info. Log info is log info. Here the things are case sensitive, so you have to be very careful. So log info bracket, put the message MSG, and then the end of it is semicolon. Right? End of the line, semicolon. Now what I am doing is, I am putting that into the message. That means we retrieve the property, and that property we are putting it into I am opening the test object map, change that index into 0. That was the original value. We have made that to 0 as well. So now I run the script. Now you can see this message is passed on to the log info. I is capital, very important. Log info, you can put any information into the grid. That is log. So I am executing the script now. So it is perfectly fine. Just run the script. Now you can see your order number is 21 is appearing over here. So your order number has been received and your order number is 21. So that message is now captured, passed on to the log. So you can put the message into the log. When we come to the JavaScript, we will see how to manage the integer component with the string component, etc., concatenation, etc. We'll see it when we come to the JavaScript. So here, this is what the dynamic object is and how we pass the information into the log. Fine. Now I'll move on to verification point, managing the verification point, which is dynamic in nature. So I go and press record the object and then manage the object using verification point and ignore that order number. So I'll now go with the new script record. So I'll say VP dynamic. I'll use all small letters for consistency. So VP dynamics. Finish. I'm starting my recording now. I click on open app. Opening the app now. So I choose place order. There is no changes to this. Okay, no changes. I type in the values over here. Expiry date and place order. This is the place where I am going to now retrieve this object. Right? I am putting a verification point. This message is appeared or not. Right? This time I am not going into identification of the get property. I am going into the verification point. So I select this verification point, then go. I get the hand symbol. Use the hand symbol, place it onto the label. Left click, drag and drop. So now it is highlighted, selected. It is a property verification point. Yes, I need to verify. Next, which property you want to verify? So if you want to change the name of the property, you can change the name of the property. I say now MSG, order message, order MSG, right? So use the declaration. Yes, you need to declare it. So next, now which property you like to, I am just expanding this for your easy understanding. Which property you want to verify? I want to verify the text property. The text property is what I would like to test, right? I am going without now any change. So if you see the value of the text, you can see the value of the text as order number 26. You can see that is the value because I am now, it will expect 26 to appear there. So I finish it. I say click OK, close the classic CD because of the base state. I stop my recording. So we have done it now. We have made this perform verification. You can see now, you see there are two objects. One is this is the object name. This is my VP name, verification point name. So I am leaving my recognition without managing with the regular expression. I am leaving it as it is. And verification also, I am leaving it as it is. Now if I run, what will happen? Of course, because it is within the threshold, he will try to manage that object with the waiting time. He will manage the object. After managing the object, he will apply the verification and this verification will fail. Right? Because he is comparing with 26 or whatever that's been recorded. Now I run the replay. I run it now. See what happens over there. So he is now waiting. This is first recognition. Then apply the verification on the after recognition only verification can be applied. So he is clicked on to OK button. So he will come up with the information saying that he has handled it with warning. He handled the object with a warning. That is acceptable. Now you can see here the message. This is failed. Your verification point is failed. The reason is you are expecting a 26, but what you have received is 27. So your order number 27 you have received, whereas you are expecting a 26. So let us first manage this verification using a regular expression. Same concept, same methodology needs to be applied. So what I need to do? Open the verification point, identify the place where you want to apply, select the guide, right? Convert value into regular expression. Convert value to regular expression because unless this is made, he will not understand regular expression. Now I change this 26 into regular expression character. I can put dot and a star or I can put 0 to 9. 0 to 9 is the most appropriate because you want to fail in case if order number is in the alpha characters. You want to fail it, then you need to ensure that it is 0 to 9 and then star. Save it. Save the verification point. Close it. Now verification point is corrected. Taken care. Now run the script. Now I am not saying that object identification. Object recognition. Sorry. I am not saying the object recognition. but I have changed the verification. So now, first it is recognizing the object using the recognition properties, and in case of threshold, he will go use the threshold and then accept the object, then apply the verification on that object. Now you can see here, verification, there is no failure, verification points as passed. So verification as passed, there is a warning for the object recognition. I hope it is clear now. So this is about applying the regular expression to a verification point which is dynamic in nature. So if you don't want this object recognition weak message to appear, and also because there is a delay, you need to apply a regular expression to this as well. Open up the test object map, select the candidate property, and make the property as a regular expression candidate, and apply the regular expression to that. So I am put as a dot and a star, and text, right click, convert. If you apply only star, please note it will not work. If you apply only star, it will not work. Star requires management, that is regular expression pattern characters. Regular expression pattern characters are dot and open braces, square braces, the values inside that. So now I made it, applied it, save it, close it, run it. Now you can see there is no failure at all. So you don't want order number to exceed 3 characters, apply regular expression with 3 dot and a star, 3 dot, no star. If it is only numbers 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9 3 times, that means within 3 digits the order number has to be displayed. 2 is also not acceptable. So more than 3 also not acceptable. Only 3 is acceptable. Now you can see there is absolutely no problem. Everything went out fine. This is about dynamic object, managing a dynamic object and managing a dynamic object inside the verification point. I hope it is clear. Now we are going to start with the JavaScript. Before that, if you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to ask questions. Fine. Perfect. So now, the next topic that we are moving is scripting, JavaScript. JavaScripting is all about managing little bit of scripting language inside our so-called script. So to what extent we just manage? For example, we have seen now there is an order number. I want to retrieve, we have ignored the order number. We have not retrieved the order number, right? I want to retrieve that order number. How do I do? So all this comes as a part of the JavaScripting. So generally, mostly used candidate in JavaScripting is a string manipulation, managing the string. Different type of string, whether it is an input or whether it is an output, and then passing that into different situations, these are all managed by the JavaScript. What is the most important thing that we need to know, understand in a JavaScript? So, let me start with JavaScript. So the most important thing is Java recognizes everything as a variant. Variant is nothing but an object. It is an object. So that means, for example, I say A. First is I need to declare what type of variant we have. What is the type of variant we are trying, what is this A is? I need to declare now. So declaration is a mandatory thing. Declaration of variant is mandatory. So there is no option for you to say that I don't want to declare it. Only in VB, declaration is not mandatory. Right? So type of declaration of type of variant is mandatory. So when I say declaration, what is that? Say for example, whatever I am trying to use, the characters that I like to use, whether it